Hello everybody, welcome to Imola. As you can see, Coulthard on par with Hakkinen alongside, but what a stunning qualifying performance from Mikasalo, putting the arrows in third. Frentzen stalled on the grid, so Frentzen is stuck behind, but this track is hard to overtake on. Salo could very well hold that podium if he can hold it out. The longer he can hold it out, the better. Jacques-Villeneuve, the world champion, trying to come through. He wants his first podium of the year, but those two McLarens are off and away, and Coulthard has the lead, and Hakkinen trying to pass him. Michael Schumacher, by the way, qualified all the way down in ninth. He's made up a place to 8th. Damonhill also making up a place. Benetton probably having their most competitive weekend of the season, but still not in the points. They've got 1 point from Melbourne, of course, but Damonhill has taken that 6th place away from Alexanderwurz, and Michael Schumacher, who qualified 9th, has taken 8th from Giancarlo Fisichella. But it is a long, long way on this difficult to overtake circuit for Michael Schumacher to bring home any sort of points. There goes Hakkinen, having a look at Coulthard. TC shuts the door. If they stay as they are, interestingly, Hakkinen would lead the World Championship on 22 points from Michael Schumacher and Coulthard both on 20. Wouldn't be bad considering DC didn't get any points from the first 2 races. He's now pushing to get his second 10-point score in the second 2, and he's still leading at the moment. Salo doing a good job of holding off Villeneuve, who's got his hands full with eddieirvine behind him, and here comes the McLarens. There's so much going on, we've got to keep flicking back and forth. Then Hakkinen has not managed to pass Coulthard there. If anything, I think he made a little bit of a mistake on exit, and he's lost a little bit of ground, but Salo continues to hold third. He really would love to get off after his fellow countryman and former bitter rival from Formula 3, but I think that Arrows is not going to allow him to do that. But a third place for Salo and the Arrows would be incredible. They already had a decent performance in Melbourne, didn't they? That was with Pedro Diniz. Went quiet in the next couple of races, but Villeneuve's got to run now. Will he be able to make it work? He gets down the inside. Salo trying his best to hold it off and holds it off, I think. Villeneuve's got tucked back in behind Irvine and Hill, keeping a watching brief behind them. This is the battle to watch, because Jacques-Villeneuve instantly darting out from the slipstream of the Arrows again, and he still cannot get through. He's had a pass in Arrows for a high position before, of course, in Hungary last year. Look at that, Coulthard only just fending off Hakkinen. This is getting really, really tricky for all of the drivers defending, and Coulthard, though, he wants to have it in his pocket, and Hakkinen does have to have a certain amount of consideration for his teammate, because any sort of collision could hand the title to Michael Schumacher. I know he's not there today, and it's extremely disappointing for Ferrari to know that they've got one of their 2 home races and they are just not at the races here. Irvine is in 5th, and maybe if Salo does drop back, might be able to get 4th by the end of the race possibly, but Ferrari looking very unlikely to get a podium unless Irvine can pass Villeneuve before Villeneuve passes Salo. But Salo is going to be determined that will not happen at all. He is putting himself in the shop window for next season. I know it's still early days, but he is putting himself right in that shop window. The only thing we know about next season so far. Look at Irvine having a look at Villeneuve, really trying to go for it, and Jacques-Villeneuve might just be about to lose position here. Irvine still struggling. We know that Williams hasn't been the quickest car this year, but Villeneuve manages to fend off Irvine. So yeah, the only thing we actually know about next season so far is that Michael Schumacher is moving to McLaren. That was announced before the Brazilian Grand Prix, and I think the way the Ferrari's performing this weekend, he probably can't wait, but he's still got a chance of beating him in the Drivers' Championship overall. Look at Villeneuve coming back at Salo again. Those McLarens are getting away, and they'll be happy enough with that. It's surely going to be a 1-2 for them today, and Ferrari will really suffer in the Constructors' Championship because they were level on points in McLaren, but McLaren set with 16 points. Ferrari just going to get 2. Look at Villeneuve all over Salo, as he has been, and I wonder, can Salo defend? He's only got a lap, oh no, Villeneuve's going to get through. I think we were all rooting for the underdog here, but Jacques-Villeneuve takes 3rd place. The world champion may well get his first podium of 1998, and I wonder if Mikasalo has just been pushing so hard that his tyres can't handle the pushing anymore. It's not over for those McLarens, and Hakkinen having a look at Irvine all over Salo, and really, yeah, I think Salo has exhausted his car, and hopefully he's just going to have the reliability to finish. He should still get some points because he's managed to hold on with enough time left to go, but I think Irvine may well take that 4th position from him. Damonhill is loitering as well, and we know Damon's handy at a few overtakes, been quite low profile here today, but if he finishes 6th, that would still mean he's finished in the points in all 4 of the races. Not as strong as Argentina, but still a good performance, solid from Damonhill. Schumacher still boxed in behind Alexanderwurz, stuck in 8th place. can't get that Ferrari into the points. What a blow for his championship hopes. As we come towards the finish line, Salo still holding on to fourth at the moment. It's David Coulthard who crosses the line and wins the San Marino Grand Prix. Mika Häkkinen in second. That is good enough to give him the championship lead. Irvine going for it, but Salo just holds on. So Coulthard, Häkkinen, Villeneuve, Salo, Irvine, Hill, championship, Häkkinen 22, Schumacher and Coulthard on 20. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Take care.